All right, everybody, let's pray to the internet gods that I have connection and stability, and Facebook's going to talk to me, and everything is going to work that is supposed to work for the technology that makes the Facebook Live work. Whew, here I am, back again. Oh gosh, it's so nice to be back in my own workspace, in my own space. I remember when open plan offices became the thing. Yes, I was around before open plan offices were a thing. And I would go into workplaces with people and the change, the confusion, the sense of displacement that was occurring when people were being asked to share desks and office space. And I get it. I am I want my space. I want my things where they are. And it just makes life so much easier for me. I'm not trying to think about where my stuff is and what did I forget, because invariably I will have forgotten something. Like yesterday, I forgot my laptop stand, which I use to help keep my neck in good postural alignment. So there's a lot of this going on, which is not healthy, by the way. Anywho, I'm just complaining about shared resources because that's what I can do on a day like today. But it is so nice to come back and be in my own space. And the weather has been inclement. We have had rain, a lot of rain, which I am not going to complain about, because in a couple of months' time I'll probably be talking to you about the fact that we are in a drought and we need more rain. Hey, look at all these people turning up. This is wonderful. Yay, that blesses me. Out of sight. Wow, so it's been a fairly big week, and this mug might let you know what's going on inside of my brain a little bit. So I was here with you on Monday, which was great. And then the last 2 days, so Tuesday and Wednesday, I've worked from the city. Now, a couple of things I've done differently this week to look after my self-care, because last week I ended up with a migraine for 3 days. And I was so shocked and surprised by that. Awesome colleague and friend Kylie Worry wasn't surprised that I came back from a 4-week vacation and ended up with a 3-day migraine. Jo Muirhead, she was completely surprised by that. So one of the things I've implemented this week is I have totally reduced the number of things or sessions or appointments in the days that I travel to the city. So it takes me an hour to get there and an hour to get back. I don't enjoy the squishiness of all of the people. I find that very stressful. I'm also not enjoying trying to manage pain and fatigue symptoms when I can't access escalators or elevators because the rain has washed them out. That's what happened yesterday, people. And on the last 2 days that I've been in town, I've had 3 appointments on each day. Generally speaking, I would have 6. I don't want to have to go to the city multiple times a week, so I try and cram everything in, thinking that was a good way for me to manage my energy. I don't think it is. So Tuesday I had a coaching session, then I spent 90 minutes with my son, which was wonderful. Then I went and did a presentation to our potential new referral source, which was great. And there was a bit of inner city travel involved there in the weather, which was fun. And then I came home. And although I was tired, I wasn't exhausted, I wasn't in as much pain, and I certainly didn't have a headache. That was cool. And then I did a rinse and repeat for yesterday. Didn't spend the time with my son, but I got to spend time with the fabulous Kylie Worry yesterday. So it was just as awesome, and I've managed my energy really well. Doesn't mean I'm not tired today. I can assure you I'm tired. I'm distracted. I have found it hard to focus, but all but one thing that was on my to-do list today has been done. Admittedly, I had an appointment cancel and somebody else not show up, and I always feel good if I'm feeling tired when other people make those decisions for me. Anywho, just a little update on how I am managing myself. And I wanted to talk into something today that I'm seeing happen more and more and more. It's not new behavior, but I am seeing it intensify or maybe amplify, or maybe it's just because I want people to come to my event and I can't understand why people are not coming to my event. So there seems to be this reluctance that we have, and the people in our world have, to commit to attending an event or purchasing training that they know will be good for them, or they all say, oh, I can't wait to do that, that would be awesome, and then they don't hit the buy now button. And I want to talk into our behavior around the buy now or take action now button. None of us like receiving marketing material that is full of that urgency message. So it feels manipulative and it feels yucky. But the reason why we get it is because it freaking works. Because there seems to be this behavior that we have where we leave everything until the last minute. And I was talking to a colleague today, and we were both like, what is this? What is this behavior? So I've been thinking about it all day today, because it's actually dangerous for those of us who are self-caring health professionals, especially those of us with businesses. If we are doing this in one part of our world, chances are we are doing it in lots of parts of our world, because the way we do one thing tends to be the way we do everything. Yes, somebody wrote a book called that. It's a really good book. I need to go find it and share the reference with you. So if we are used to leaving things to the last minute, a lot of us, me included, like to think that's because we work better under pressure. It's rubbish. I know we all need a certain amount of pressure to get the best out of ourselves. But if we think that there's an adrenaline rush and that makes us perform better, or we like the high that comes from it, that is not sustainable. And actually, what you're not enjoying the sense of completion of that thing or making that decision. What you're enjoying is the sense that that pressure is gone. So it's actually a myth, and it's a self-sabotaging myth, because you're not giving yourself enough time to do the thing that needs to be done. You're not giving yourself enough energy resource. You're not dedicating the things that you need to dedicate to make that thing. So it could be an assignment, it could be case notes or file notes, it could be a report, it could be something that you've promised someone else and you leave it till the 12th hour or the last minute, or whatever your definition is, thinking that I do better when I act under pressure. Chances are your performance isn't better. Chances are you just feel better because it's done. So if you're sitting around waiting, going, oh, wait until I feel better, I'll wait until I feel better, I'll wait until I feel better, it's not going to happen. Tough love from Joe. So is it just, I can't make a decision because you haven't got the parameters in place to help you with decision making? That is very common. And for those of us who are highly perfectionistic and terrified of getting things wrong, this is where it will turn up for us. It's just the indecision becomes overwhelming because you haven't got the parameters on how to make a decision. And if you want business growth or client growth or personal growth or any sense of success in your life, you need to have some decisions for parameters for making decisions in your world. And it continues to surprise me that people don't have this. They just go, whatever comes. I don't like structure. I want to be spontaneous. You can have all of that, but you need some criteria to help you make those decisions so that you're not stabbing yourself in the foot or spending money unwisely or engaging with things that aren't useful and helpful. Learn from me. I did all of that. It's not useful. It's not helpful. You don't have to do it. And then I think there's this other thing that we've got going on. We have got so many people competing for our attention, so many people wanting to sell us their way of doing something or their engagement with something or their product or their service. So I think we are now in a day and age where we are just waiting to see if something better comes along. Something better is going to come along. Something better is going to come. What if I commit to this thing and something better comes along and I can't uncommit to that, but I really want to do that? I see young people doing that all the time, and I see that in the culture that my son is in, and they just wait until they don't commit to anything to the last minute, and it is because it's, oh, I'm just waiting to see if something better comes along. So we have some responsibilities. This is going to change the way we market our services, not just coaches like me or consultants like me. This is going to have if we are going to start targeting younger generations, which we need to, we're going to have to work out a way to communicate in a way that allows people to do this and allows people to make better decisions, because we're not going to change that behavior with one social media post. I can assure you of that. But if you notice any of these behaviors coming up in yourself, if there's something triggering in you, something going, ooh, Joe, you're speaking to me. Oh, hey, Kelsey. Then I really want you to take some time to reflect on what that behavior is actually serving in you, because it's doing it for a reason, whether it's getting rid of the pressure, whether it's making you feel like, you've succeeded in something, whether it's giving you an out. I want you to start thinking into that stuff, because it's not going to serve you in the long term. You think it is right now. It's giving you a sense of variety, or it's giving you a sense of energy in the moment, but it's not sustainable behavior. And I care about you way too much to let you keep doing that and not apprehending it in you. So there you go. I did get a little bit ranty and I did get a little bit preachy today, but I hope that is, well, I know it's useful, because I know that's a message that we need to hear. So if you think that this is a Facebook Live that other people should hear and listen and take notice of, please feel free to share it once the post is posted, and let people know about it, because I really do think we need to apprehend this with our peers. Phew. Well, I have an engagement tonight that I am not speaking at so much, but I'm kind of emceeing, facilitating. So I'm going to go and get ready for that. I haven't seen my husband for a couple of days, so I think I might go and see. I can hear him walking around upstairs now. I'm going to have a bit of a down day tomorrow, a less energy day, as I'm pretty much working this weekend. I'm going to a award ceremony in Melbourne, so I have to fly to Melbourne. Get to hang out with the fabulous Beck Harnett, which is really cool. But I am actually presenting an award at this event, which is just awesome to be, and I'm just so thrilled to be a part of it. So I'm not sure whether I'll be back tomorrow. Thinking I probably will, because then I won't see you again until next week. But until I do come back live, go be your awesome